Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. I am doing a very impromptu full moon message, full moon reading, if that's what you want to call it. I did use some oracle cards and some tarot cards. I'm out of my car right now. And let me introduce myself and the channel. My name is May, and this is the Pearlnwood channel. I have intentions for this channel, and I will be adding as I go. Let me just say that. I don't want to spend too much time on that. I'm going to make a completely different video dedicated to introducing everything. Okay, so right now I'm just going to cleanse the space. Okay, I got some sage. And I also have some Palo. Clear out the yuck and invite in the yup. But this full moon in Gemini, definitely interesting. Gemini energy has always been a favorite of mine. You definitely cannot hold on to it. You definitely just have to appreciate it. A lot of the Geminis I know have a very mischievous, however you say that word, type of vibe. And it's all just for the love of life. I've never come across a truly harmful Gemini. I can't say I've ever necessarily been on the bad side of a Gemini either, though, so I don't know nothing about that, y'all. Alright, what else about this full moon? It was at 23 degrees. 23 degrees in astrology. The degree theory, 23 degrees is associated with Aquarius, which is another earth sign. Air sign. Ruled traditionally by Saturn and newerly, sorry, that's not a real word, I know it's not, by Uranus. So we have a Mercury, Saturn, Uranus vibe going. That's cool. Mercury just stationed direct. And I also think Saturn did too, not too long ago. So, with that being said, coming out of a retrograde and stationing direct, it's just a more outwardly expressive time of those vibes. That's also a completely different video. I could break that stuff down again. I'm just coming off the top of the head of what I know about this full moon. Aquarius. Pluto's also freshly in Aquarius. It said we are in at the beginning, at the dawn, ushering in, whatever, the age of Aquarius. So that's all about brotherhood, really. Humanity, being a human, and creating a society where we honor that. That's really what Aquarius energy is truly about. Gemini and Aquarius, air signs, mutable, fixed. You can't hold on to it. That's really just where it's at. You have to be there, and you have to catch what you can. There's really not much to say when it comes to air energy. It's just action. expression. Jupiter is also in Gemini. So, which means it was square Saturn, maybe. And, what else is in Pisces? Again, I can go deeper into it. Maybe in the comments, maybe in the description, maybe in another video. Who knows? But let's get to it. So, overall energy. I pulled from 2 decks and a tarot deck. The first card is from the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. I think that's the name. I really enjoy that deck, by the way. The card, I'm not sure you can see it. The lighting. Elder. The elder tree. Elderberries. Oh no, the light. Not gonna let it hold us back. Elder, like I said. Elderberries come from the elder tree. The keyword is wisdom, and it is numbered 28. And the next card I pulled is from the Elemental Empath deck. I enjoy that deck too. It's really sweet. Well thought out. This card is Hope. It is numbered 3, and the element it is associated with is fire. Excuse me. The keywords on this card are trust, faith, heal the past, hope versus expectation. So, right away, I think to be truly hopeful, you have to be wise. You have to be in tune with the flow of life enough to know that what goes up must come down, what goes left must go right. You know, peanut butter jelly compliments. You have to be aware of that enough to have hope for the next phase. And considering the events that have gone on, it's hard for a lot of people to have faith. It's hard for people to understand or know what there is to believe in and what to commit themselves to, and really just grasp what's going on. And again, it's not anything to grasp. It's just expression. The tarot card that I pulled with it is the Knight of Pentacles. Knights, to me, are about honoring whatever suit they're from. So, or be committed to whatever suit they're from. So, committed in honor of the Pentacles. So, the earth element. So, our actual life. So the overall energy is no one knows what to truly be committed to. And the only way to know is to lean on your wisdom and lean on the humane wisdom of hope and faith in the next phase. One thing that I've heard throughout the tough times, and I would say the tough times or the transformational times of the 2020s, like the pandemic till now, I've kept hearing the saying, it'll get worse before it gets better. So the overall energy of committing to the basics. Chop wood, carry water type of vibe. The winds are definitely blowing, and whatever cannot withstand it is going away. And it is very shocking, an Aquarian vibe. It is very shocking to see what gets blown away and who gets blown away. Okay, so how is this going to affect those of us that resonate? I pulled from the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. I pulled Rosemary, and the key word on this is ancient memory. It's number 3. It's associated with the Sun and Mercury. We're currently in Sagittarius season, coming up on Capricorn season, tropical astrology. Mercury is in Sagittarius still, I believe. So, the truth. That's what Sagittarian energy is associated with. Truth seeker, seeking the truth. And I said that at 11 minutes and 11 seconds. So, ancient memory. I feel like coming from the overall vibe of honoring the basics of life and committing to the basics of life, you know, just chopping wood and carrying water, it is naturally unlocking within us and within Mother Earth the ancient ways, the ways of the humans before us, basically, to put it simply. The simple truths that they knew, that opened them up and let them be carriers of supreme divine knowledge and wisdom. All just from tuning into the basics of life. And the tarot card I pulled with it is the Page of Swords. So, the messenger. I feel like the page is kind of like half a step under the messenger, though. The page is the perceiver of what's going on. The winds are blowing. People are chattering. People are talking. The page is hearing what's going on. The page feels how people are feeling and is just not understand. Everyone has something to say, and it's hard to stay in tune. You know, that next step has to be taken to be a true messenger. Right now, just a receiver. So it's kind of like maybe being on a radio station and, you know, you're on a station and it has, you know, static. You hear stuff, but it's staticky. I feel like that's what the Page of Swords is. You know, this information is being perceived, but it's not clear yet. That's how it's affecting those of us that are resonating. You know, if you tuned into this video. So, how is this working to our advantage? From the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck, I pulled Jurgun Saka. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. The keyword is transfiguration, and the number is 22. So, the Master Builder. And this card, I feel the need to describe it, and I'll probably read from the guidebook what it's all about. It has a tower with a snake wrapped around it. There's fire at the bottom half of the snake, and there's smoke coming out of the top. The background looks kind of like a desert, kind of, and there's a full moon. It's kind of like a burgundy color, maroon burgundy range. It's associated with Mars and Pluto. Mars is retrograde, so the action is very introspective right now. And then Pluto is the exalted, is the higher octave of Mars. So Mars is the action, Pluto is the drive, just a more subtle version. So again, we're getting these subtle hints of Aquarius vibes, brotherhood, sisterhood, humanity. Okay, let me read from the guidebook. It's number 22. Master Builder. Okay, Dragon Sacha. The words, the keywords are unforeseen change, breakdown, transfiguration, poison transmuted, evil neutralized, rising from the ashes. Interesting. The guidance says, watch your back. Dragon Sacha represents radical change and breakdown. This card can mean that someone or something is harming your energy. If this applies to you, remember that the darkest of energies that bring crisis or unforeseen changes can be transmuted into benevolence. Even the strongest of poisons can be medicine. The first step in neutralizing is recognition. The second step is removing fear and insecurity. And the third step is reconstruction of the self. Examine your life from a third-person perspective. Draw upon universal forces to transmute the environment, people, or situations that are depleting your life force. Amazing. And we have that to our advantage. That's great. And again, this is literally all from just chopping wood and carrying water. We have tapped into our ancient memory, and we have reached and we have sought for the truth, and the truth is now breaking through to us. That's powerful. Which definitely ties into the tarot card that I pulled, Eight of Cups. Eights are all about power. I associate eights with power, infinity, and the Ouroboros. I think that's how you pronounce it. The snake eating its tail. So the emotional strength. Our advantage is our emotional strength. To know that it is worth remaining hopeful because we know the past. Not only from a human perspective, but also from the earthly perspective. Because when you tend to what's small, you have a greater understanding of what's big. And that's beautiful. So emotional strength is our advantage right now. And emotional strength on a humane level, all across humanity, recognizing that everything is connected. And history links all of us together. And the way that Earth is set up, everything is a vibe. So all you have to do is tap in. So this is basically like a tower, but it's a good tower. The tower is burning down because things are being uprooted from those of us, you know, building and maintaining that emotional strength to be a neutralizer, to neutralize the poison that, you know, these structures and these institutions and these things that have had such a great influence on humanity for so long. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. And for our disadvantage, it's interesting. So, if you've bared with me till now, thank you. There's still more. Our disadvantage, this card is Sage. The keyword is blessing, and the number, it's numbered 6. It's associated with the moon and Jupiter. So obviously there was just a full moon in Gemini. Jupiter's also in Gemini. I'm trying to tie this in as a disadvantage, and the main thing that's coming to me is not being grateful for the blessings. Being so wrapped up in the material of it all, forgetting, and that was at 2222, being too caught up in thinking that blessings are only material. When one of the greatest blessings that we're getting right now is being able to witness, literally witness the transformation of some of the deepest, darkest influences on humanity. Like, it's so powerful. And I'm just grateful. So the disadvantage is thinking blessings are only material, or thinking blessings is only gaining material. And I mean, I plan to get more into it on the channel, maybe, if it goes that way. The polarity on Earth has been heavily affected in that way, where blessings, the feminine polarity is highly materialistic. And to the point of disregarding the other blessings, like being able to perceive, being able to have hope, being able to tap into wisdom, things you cannot buy with money. You exchange your work, your connection to the mundane, to the small, to the everyday. And so what do we do next? I drew the card Horsetail. The keyword is patience. And it is numbered 35. It's associated with Saturn and Venus. I feel like patience is, a subcategory of wisdom. I really do. Saturn and Venus definitely connected through Libra, the sign of Libra, which is a neutralizer when you think about it in the grand scheme. I can go into it. I drew the Ace of Cups tarot card to go along with Horsetail. The Ace of Cups. What do? We accept the cup. We allow the universe to quench our thirst for the truth. We are seeking the truth. And the truth is seeking us. So we just have to accept the cup. And the only way to get the cup is through being patient, is through tapping into your wisdom and knowing what facet of wisdom to use and when. We are really, really entering a self-led time. And we will all be shown where we lead ourselves to. And why and how. I think that's really beautiful. And I think that's very fair. Full moon in Gemini, 2024. What a time to be alive, that's for sure. But that's all I have for now. I will leave more notes in the description box and maybe on a public post too. I'm working on my tech. I'm a very down-to-earth, simple gal. So, I'm looking forward to more. And chat with me in the comments or something. Talk soon. Bye.